Hello, beautiful spirits. Okay, so we are just going to get straight into the works of it all and see what's to come for us. I've had so much equipment issues, guys. So work with me, bear with me. Okay, we'll get this done one way or another. Okay, I guess this is just kind of what it is, so we're just gonna go with this, I guess, angle of things. Hi guys, welcome. My name is Shakima. I will be your reader for this evening, and this is the Gemini in full moon reading. And the reading essentially is going to be to give us some indication of the energies that Luna is going to be providing for our evolution, I guess, throughout the next cycle. So, just so you guys know, in terms of my technique, I don't do fortune telling. I am just wanting to see what's going to be coming through the tarot. So I do a Celtic spread with that. I also pull a card from the... Told you guys, we have equipment issues. So I pull a card from the universe. I also will be pulling an energy card, definitely. And I will be pulling a romance card. I'm going to be doing the reading for all 4 tribes tonight. And I will be able to, I guess, pull some additional cards in support. So I'll either pull a Work Your Light card, Angel card, Divine Love and Light card, or a Stress card, depending on what's sort of coming up for the signs or what I feel as far as the energy in the space. So all of that out the way, if you guys do like my styling technique, definitely be sure to comment, like, share and subscribe. I will be sort of taking all of this amazing sort of insight into more of a bigger stream of content. So do be sure to check out my Patreon this time next week for the content of the extended version of this reading for us. So this will be an extended reading on the full moon energies for the next cycle. I'll also be able to give an extended reading for the readings for the month of December, which is what I'll be doing next week, Tuesday, for you guys. So stay tuned for that, folks. Right, so we're gonna go and get straight into it. If you guys do want to book yourself a reading, because this will be general readings, guys, so this will be for the sun, moon and rising for each of the different signs. For the earth signs, that will be the Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn energies. For the water signs, that will be the Pisces, Scorpio and Cancerians. That will also follow up with the water bearers, my air tribe. That's the Geminis, Aquarius and Libras. And as far as the fire element, we've got the Leos, Aries and Sagittarius. So all of that amazing insight out of the way, I will get straight into the cards and we'll see what's to come up for you guys. You can also check out my website, that's www.shakimabrown.com, for your reading, I guess a personalized reading, and we can go deeper into seeing how the energies are going to unfold for your personal evolution. Okay, I will also be giving you guys some insights about some of the events and stuff that I do have coming, if you stay tuned and stick around until the end of this video. And also, if I remember, I know what I'm like. So all of that amazing stuff out the way, once I sip tea, you know I'm ready to get in, because this is going to help me to be able to project all the insights for you guys clearly. I will be anointing my hands with my neem oil created by moi, and I'll also be getting the space set with some incense for you guys. And I'll be doing a prayer to open the space so that we can, you know, call in the guides for assistance and, I guess, clarity throughout the insights that we're able to see in this guidance. Okay? So, going into it, guys. So good. Going into it. Let's get this done. As per usual, we have a ton of goodies lending themselves to us. I won't move the camera to show you, but I do have candle here that I've made. We've got a new candle in tonight. We've actually got the Air Elements candle, and this is fresh off readings that I've been doing and just connections that I've been making on my water with this all day today. So this is going to bring great insight. And I'm anointing my hands and arms to become a vessel of divine guidance so that we can, you know, so it can pull some cards for you guys, basically. Law of attractions and all that lot. Cause and effect, really. And I also have a ton of different crystals here for us to lend itself to all of the amazing healing that we are requesting in this space. I think the only yeah, no, there's pretty much something there for everything, to be fair. There's pretty much something there for everything. So I'm just going to set the space. For some reason the rose is what I picked up, so we'll be going with the rose incense to open this space, and we shall take it from there, guys. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to open this space. Most righteous and heavenly divine spirit of being, we come to you in this moment to ask that only beings of the highest and purest of vibrations are present to provide us with the clarity and insight required for the askings, if you will, the inquiries that we have coming into this space, for more clarity on the process of the evolution, for the next phase of self to come, for the full moon cycle, is the specific intention for the clarity that we require. And in that good faith that we put in trusting that everything that is outlaid is for divine purpose, we receive any and all blessings that are rightfully ours in this moment. It is done. Ashe. Right, guys. Let's go into it. Let's go and see what's going on for us. So, we're going to start off with the Earth tribe, because I ended with the Earth tribe last time, and that's what's coming to me. So we're going to start with the Earth tribe, with a Celtic spread. Where are my Earth tribe for this Gemini full moon, and what crosses them, Spirit? This is what we want to see about. There are manipulations over the choices of, well, the choices that are actually illusionary, and in a misalignment to family values. These are going to be synchronistically transformed. That is the intention. There will be mental clarity over these things. There will be a new way of doing things because of that mental clarity. My bad, guys. Again, that's actually my own Earth tribe. That's my mum. So I probably called her into that space, no doubt. Right, let's get the cards going. What is the divine guidance for my fellow Earth tribe? Again, I say fellow because my rising and moon is in Capricorn, so, you know, What is the divine guidance? Okay. Say, I guess there will be heartbreaks over the decisions that you've made, because they have come to an end. So that mental restlessness that's causing lack of closure can also equally come to an end, so that you can move beyond it into your own magicianary, to become more established into the external world, beyond your bitchiness, beyond your, I guess, sharp tongue that was causing obstacles and delays to your manifesting, because of emotional insecurity and emotional immaturity. There is going to be new ways of doing things beyond being controlling for the Earth Tribe after this full moon. So where are my Earth Tribe and what crosses them for the Gemini full moon spirit? Where are my Earth Tribe on the journey and what crosses them along this path? Okay, so you guys are now open to changes. You guys are now open to making new decisions and avoiding disaster. And you are moving beyond conflict, more into conflict resolution, so that you can make hasty decisions that are probably seeing more, I guess, one-sided charity, that's going to bring you more clarity about it, that's going to bring you more clarity about your lack of confidence, but you're more open to that self-love, really self-protection is what I'd say with that. And the resistance to the change is why there was a lack of confidence, because it was causing a lot of confusion and chaos mentally, and that's how you were sort of communicating it, because you were working at that point at getting past resentments and getting to that place of forgiveness. So now you're open to the elements of change in the way that you do things, in the way that you action your communication. And it means that you will be hasty in your communication going forward, but it will be in a way where you're not going directly into trouble, if you will. You're not charging head first. So if you're sort of like a Taurus energy like my mum for the Earth Tribe, it's not a case of bullying yourself forward into a space. It's more a case of tactfully navigating through the space, and it's going to make for a much more, I guess, feasible way for you to do things going forward. What is in the recent past for my Earth Tribe spirit? What's in the recent past for my Earth Tribe? As clear as you can. I guess there's a lot going on, guys. I should have sort of given full disclosure. Spirit's very playful with me, so cards will fly. But I am just going to assume that this is what we needed to actually get some clarity on, because what's going on down there is very messy. So I'll grab that in a second. But in the recent past, looking at the cards, we can see that that free spirit within yourself has now come to achievements, because you are now at that place where you are not just strong within, you've actually seen how that inner strength can manifest externally. And going forward, there will be swift changes because of that achievement, because of that personal fulfillment in terms of the way that you're now able to do things, because that free spirit is, I guess, divinely receiving guidance in terms of how it needs to do things to harvest the kind of outcome that it desires, to move beyond its restrictions and self-imposed, I guess, limitations, so that you guys can move to a more emotionally secure place, a place where you can be able to be contemplative on how you emotionally process, and also, I guess, how selfish you can be from time to times, so that you can become a little bit more open to other people's experience of you. So I think that's where the strengths come into the space. You've really gone within to have a look at your own reflection, to take accountability for your own souls, I guess. And this full moon is definitely going to continue to lend to that evolution for you. I'm going to go and grab a bunch of cards, guys, because spirits decided to play games. As this was actually just on my leg, I guess we need to make acknowledgement of this. This will mean that there will be a bunch of things for you guys to celebrate, my fellow Earth tribe. There will be a lot coming in your way after this full moon cycle. We've got the full moon in Gemini, and if you understand the, I guess, duality of the Gemini horoscope, or the Gemini, I guess, star sign, they are that sign of duality, like I said. So it's easily a case of this going really good or really bad. Either way, and I want to say bad doesn't necessarily exist. It can either be from a positive or a negative reflection. It depends on how you utilize the energies that are going to be present at the time. So there can be celebrations for you, or there can be stifled creativity. It depends on how you choose to work your intention throughout this full moon, but there will be the opportunity for achievements to be harvested 110%. Now, gonna go and grab the cards. I'll be back, guys. Right, now that was a lot to, I guess, process in this space, as far as even the cards that I just went and grabbed for you guys. So there's clearly a lot going to be happening in this space for you. Let's see, what is in the near future? What's in the near future for my fellow Earth tribe, for the Gemini full moon spirit? What's in the near future for my fellow Earth tribe, for the Gemini full moon? As clearly as you can. I did say clearly. So you guys are going to be going through a lot. There's like a lot of cards really lending itself to relay the message here for you guys. There's additional cards in support of this message here that I'm sort of outlaying as well. But the underlaying or basics, I guess, of the future events to come after this full moon cycle in terms of the work that you're doing, Earth tribe. So there will be, I guess, security. There will be that foundational security for you, and things will be changing suddenly in terms of your present circumstances, and your beliefs going forward will be, I guess, altered in that way, where you're a lot more self-sufficient, where you're able to be grateful for the things that you have created. You're able to be grateful for the things that have seen to it that, how can I put it? It's more like divine intervention, because it's all about perfectionism, but it wasn't your ideal perfect, but you see now that it was perfect for you after how it's unfolded, basically. And this has to do somewhat with the finances. You know, the finances is going to see a breaking free from any sort of restrictions in that space. So you'll be able to see some more finances coming into your space due to your beliefs, that will allow for a lot more openings for you financially going forward as far as this full moon cycle. And with it, the ultimate clarity for you to sort of work your intentions in the space is to know that your foundational perspective of the past had limited harvest. There was no lack of long-term vision to it. And presently, the sudden changes that will be happening in your present moments, you will be open to those changes, because you see that it will allow you to break free from your limiting perspectives and become a little bit more open, and become a lot more open. You're able to take off the blindfold. 8 of Swords in reverse. You're able to take off the blindfold and just stand in the light of what you're being given, as opposed to what you would like to see, essentially. And that will give you the opportunity to manifest accordingly. What is in the subconscious mind for my Earth Tribe spirit? What's in the subconscious mind for my Earth Tribe? As clearly as you can. What's in the subconscious? It's not there yet, guys. There's a lot going on for you guys. It's almost like you guys are still trying to scope it out. What's in the subconscious mind for my Earth Tribe? As clearly as you... There we go. Very clear that was. Okay, I understand why. Higher powers are at work. Higher powers are at work. That intuition is working overtime over that emotional coldness, over that bitchiness, over that abrupt communication. It's almost like spirit is working over your tongue. That's what I will say to you, Earth Tribe. Spirit's working its intentions personally over your tongue, over your communication, because you've been so sharp at times in terms of your hasty communication. You haven't necessarily processed all the emotions before you're sort of like, it's almost like you're word vomiting that projection that you're not quite, processing. You're just sort of reflecting it, projecting it straight back out at people. But spirit is going to be keeping your tongue a little bit hush-hush for the next cycle, okay? So that you can, I guess, become more open to communicating in a way that is more in alignment with your truth rather than just your emotional baggage. Just saying. What's in the conscious mind for my Earth Tribe for this form? Okay. There are, guys, choices. There are now decisions that you can make. There are now a plethora of options for you to decide, because you will be going into isolation to do the work. You will be going into isolation to be able to define how you are going to come back and establish yourself into the external realms. And that soul searching at a deep level will bring you that financial manifesting. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at your options in terms of not just your finances, but also your ability to manifest in general, which you should. I mean, that's where you guys work best. That is your vibration, manifestation itself. So I'm sure that this particular shift is going to see a lot of you guys, if you're working that intention for the positives. Like I said, this is just energy. It depends on what we decide to do with it. You guys can really make a big impact on where you go career-wise and beyond. So let's not play with our lives here, guys. So we're going to go deeper and see what's going on for you guys. What is the attitude for my Earth Tribe? What is the attitude for my Earth Tribe? As clearly as you can, Spirit, for the Gemini full moon. Oh, God. You guys have so much going on. It's like nothing's sort of going in. Right. So let's have a look and see. What is the attitude for my Earth Tribe? Whew. There's a lot to take in. I actually need to make some room for you guys. Bear with me. Okay, so let me just sit with it for a second. So there will be a rebirth to your blocked creativity. There will be a rebirth to your stifled means of being able to communicate. And you will now be able to move beyond, I guess, that path of yourself. You'll be able to move beyond the lack of closure going forwards. That lack of closure will bring abundance, and presently there will be delays, because that inner self-mastery is what's at work for you guys, because you guys are finally ready to just acknowledge where you are, I guess, on the journey, and know that you are a little bit hopeless in the moments that will crop up, I guess, because you've had to do so much work, because you've had to sort of go deep within to tackle the way that you do things, and you see that now, you've experienced that now, and you know that there are going to be some delays, because you're pretty much going to have to uproot your original ideals and move beyond that into something a little bit more, I guess, sacred, a little bit more sacred for you, to be able to manifest in accordance with what you like. I'm sorry guys, my tea's getting cold, so I'm just going to continue to sip. But let's have a look and see what the atmosphere is going to be like for you guys. What is the atmosphere for my Earth tribe? What is the atmosphere for my Earth tribe spirit? As clearly as you can, please. What is the atmosphere for my Earth tribe? As clearly as you can. Atmosphere. Sorry guys, there's clearly going to be a lot going on for you guys, so we want to be able to get the clear insight as clear as possible. What is the atmosphere for my Earth tribe? As clearly as you can. As clearly as you... There we go. Atmosphere, guys. The atmosphere for you guys is that there is going to be some blocked creativity that's going to be progressing. So that surrender that you guys have made as far as your past circumstances means that you will progress beyond the blocked creativity, because you are now at the point where you are mentally restless beyond the emotional immaturity and insecurities. Over the hasty decisions, you know, you're now more open to the changes. You are now at a point where you are ready and willing to go beyond the fear of the unknown. And you are at the point where I guess there's no longer being nice about it. You are demanding the solid foundation that you so desperately desire. And good for you. Why not? It's your world you're creating, right? What is the hopes and fears for my Earth tribe for this Gemini full moon? What is the hopes and fears for my Earth tribe for the Gemini full moon spirit? As clearly as you can. Okay, perfectionism. Perfectionism is the hope and the fear, and you're going to be getting some mental clarity over exactly what perfectionism is for you, what it means to you, and how to achieve that efficiently, how to be methodical in the approach to that, moving beyond the fear of the unknown, so that the hasty decisions you find is actually allowing for you to become a little bit more open to the unknown, rather than fearing the new adventures, I guess. What is the outcome for my Earth tribe spirit? What is the outcome for my Earth tribe? What is the outcome for the Gemini full moon for my Earth tribe? As clearly as you can. Let's see, guys. You guys are going through so much this lunar cycle. I'm sure it's going to take a minute to even get the clarity that we desire. There we go. So, for a lot of you guys, and again, depending on how you work your magic intentions and manifesting over this cycle, this is an opportunity to allow for spiritual renewal, for you to be able to reunite with your spiritual body, with your spiritual self. And these reunions are actually causing you anxiety, but you know that it's going to allow for you to become self-sufficient, which is why you're confused about the ending of you not living in your full potential of your power. Because you are happy, I guess, to sort of live and stay in your lack perspective, basically. Your skepticism, you are happy to sit in it. And Spirit is basically saying Spirit had to pour that out. I may say shit from time to time because I felt the urge there. So I'm just going to put that disclosure out there. But Spirit felt like throwing that shit out so that it could fill you up with something a little bit more appropriate and in alignment with what you truly desire for yourself going forward. Spirit saying that that wasn't in direct alignment with what you were really wanting to manifest. That was more an ego reflection or an ego perspective. And now Spirit's going to work some, I guess, true magic and intention over that space for you guys. So what we will do now is just, oh gosh, I don't think we need an energy card because you guys already have so much going on in this space. We're going to pull a message from the universe to see what the universe is going to be doing for you with this new lunar cycle, with the Gemini full moon, and sort of take it from there and go into romance and see how this is going to impact that space for you guys as well. Okay, so Spirit, what does my Earth tribe need to know for the Gemini full moon coming? What do they need to know? I am the loving energy of the universe. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. This is really going to be, because your intuition's actually working at the subconscious level for you guys. I can see that it's really going to allow for you guys to open up your perspectives, which is major for Earth Tribe, because again, just because you guys are quite rigid a lot in terms of energies, I can tell that that didn't sit well with a lot of people in the space. But there's a lot going on for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pull those cards back for you guys because clearly I needed to see what was coming there. So I'm just gonna go back and pull this and read this for you guys. Sorry. So the message from the universe, if you guys just give me a minute to make this clear, because that was a lot for me. A couple of these cards are in reverse, so it lets me know that these are difficulties that you guys are going to have issues with. But this also lets me know that there's going to be a lot of solar plexus activation, and there's also going to be a lot of self-realizations because of that solar plexus activation. But looking at the universe in terms of what it's saying to you, because you guys have already activated the third eye, and that's what the past cycle was really doing for you. And with that past cycle, you learned that through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And that subsequently allowed you to see and focus to the alignment that when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. And now you are on that trajectory, or on that direct alignment with the universe, fellow Earth Tribe, where you see that my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. And with that being said, you come to realize that in every moment the universe is conspiring to bring me towards right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Now, this is one you guys are going to struggle with, because the changes as they come for you, it's going to feel emotionally overwhelming. It is going to feel emotionally overbearing. And as I say that, my heart chakra is intensified with the space. So I think that there's a lot going on for you guys with this. But going forward, you come to realize that happiness is my birthright. And what that means is that when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. And again, you guys are going to struggle with connecting to your joyful self from time to time, from what I can see in this space. But just speak your truths, and that's what will allow for your solar plexus activation to be a smooth transition for you. You will come to realize that when I lean toward love, I am led. And in terms of the actual undertone of this, you realize that I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Okay, and that gives you guys the opportunity to be able to move beyond what you thought that it could be and accept it for what it currently is. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the rest of the cards that's kind of fallen to the wayside there, guys. Right, so now I am going to pull a romance card for the Earth Tribe. I say a, but clearly you guys are going through so much, I don't know if one is going to be it. What is the guidance for my Earth Tribe spirit for the Gemini full moon? What is the guidance for my Earth Tribe? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Express your love and go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, guys? Don't allow for your ego to hold you back in expressing your love. It's okay to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is a part of the growing process for our evolution. And also it's where the relationship can be strengthened in so many different ways. Okay? You guys are about to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Release your ex. So the time has come to clear your energy, is where you're at with the situation. And this will bring you more into alignment with that soulmate value. Yes, this is your soulmate. Anybody that you are currently doing the work with potentially is your soulmate, because these are the people that are coming in to show you a reflection of yourself that is here to be transmuted and healed, from a dark reflection into something that's more of a light vibration. So you're no longer carrying around the energy of the baggage. And the guidance in terms of releasing your energy is to let your friends help you. You know, let your friends help you by utilizing them as a means to be able to talk through your pain. For those of you, Earth Tribe, that are single, this is an opportunity for you to take some time for yourself, to retreat from the world and really understand how you did relationships in the past and how the energies of your past relationships are still lingering within the vessel, are still affecting and impacting your space of creating, because it's creating your ideals for how you do relationships going forward. For you guys, I feel like I'm going to do a Work Your Light Oracle card as far as additional guidance and support, because you guys are going to be doing the most for this next lunar cycle. So I will get that clarified for you guys. Didn't take much. That did not take much at all. So the card for you guys is Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, is seeding the light, laying down foundations. This is the divine plan. This is how you will work your light throughout this full moon cycle to the next cycle. The Gemini full moon is asking you to answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Leap and go fast. The universe will catch you. So everything that's happening is in direct alignment with and for you as far as the divine plan. Okay, I hope that was useful for you guys. That was a hella long reading, so I hope that you guys got what you needed to from that, and we are going to send you guys the very best intention for your own growth and evolution process. Okay, we will now be moving on to the Air Tribe. Okay, we'll be moving on to the Air Tribe. Right. What is the message for my Air Tribe? for the Gemini full moon. Ooh. You guys will be going through some isolation, and there will be hasty decisions because of that isolation, because it's allowing for you to become more open to the changes, more open to new ways of communicating, because of the challenges that have come about because of the grounding work that you've really had to do in this space. Okay, Spirit, what is the guidance for my air tribe for the Gemini full moon? Oh, things aren't quite clear for you guys just yet. Things aren't quite clear. But it's going to become clear, I guess, over time. That's what I will say. There's a lot going on for you guys. There's some resistance as well. Or has at least been some resistance. There has been some levels of resistance in the past. I'm going to shuffle that again. Again, still not quite in alignment, guys. You guys are still fuzzy, right? You guys are still fuzzy. Year of the retrogrades. You guys still haven't come all the way back down from all the, I guess, journeying with all the changes up there. And that's because this is the opportunity for spiritual recovery. Moving beyond that place where you are unsure of yourself because you've gone to that point where you've soul searched, and it was an inevitable end for you because now you have mental clarity over those things that you went in to go and get some clarity on. Where are my Earth tribe and what crosses them, Spirit? Okay. You guys are at the point where you are doing work. You are back to your apprenticeship mode. You are at that place where you are really looking to manifest externally from a place of self-protection, from a place of boundaries, because it has caused you anxiety in the past as far as your finances, as far as your manifesting, and your family life has been something that has deeply tormented you. And those are some of the things that you will be working on and around, and you'll be challenging the status quo, if you will, in those areas. You'll be challenging, I guess, the restrictions and limitations in those areas from a place where it's almost a need to listen to your intuition. And that will allow for a breakaway from the limiting beliefs, a breakaway from the self-imposed restrictions, from the skepticism, basically. What crosses my air tribe? What crosses them? Okay. We're not going to do that again. But what crosses you guys is that there is an inevitable end to poverty consciousness. You are no longer looking at what you don't have, and instead you're able to see all of what you do have, and you are working with it, from it, around it, through it. Like, you guys are doing the most. This is really allowed for you guys to tap into your strengths. It's allowed for you guys to get to that place where your ego can be stroked, where you are going to see some self-recognition, some public recognition even. And it will see to it that, you know, you'll be able to find that place where the disappointments because of the delays you come to realize was for the process of completing the shift and ending that cycle, so that you can really be able to move forward. What is in the recent past for my air tribe, Spirit? What's in the recent past for my air tribe? As clearly as you can. What is in the recent past? Okay. Recent past, guys. Okay, you've got one of your cards. This is the Lovers. So there is now a place where you guys are now in alignment, where you're now harmonious with the, I guess, energies that were flowing, and you guys are now taking risks that are more in alignment with your true values, with your true nature. You're taking risks beyond the place where you are being overcommitted to work. And you're becoming, I guess, you moving beyond it means that you are transforming and transmuting that emotional insecurity. Because you felt like that was the only way that you were going to be able to build. That was the only way that you were going to create a foundation for yourself. But now you're realizing that actually you are actually taking on other people's responsibility. You are actually taking on other people's weight, other people's burden. And I guess your soul searching was what brought that to light and surface for you. So well done, you guys. Well done, you. Now, let's see what is in the near future for you guys. What is in the near future for the air tribe, for the Gemini full moon? Taking risks. You guys will continue to take risks as you go forward, as you leap forward and take, I guess, steps into the new phase of your evolution. You'll be taking risks where you're moving beyond your overcommitments to work, and you'll be finding that imbalance is no longer where you'll be carrying, I guess, baggage. You'll be moving beyond the delays that were overwhelming and controlling because of your commitments to work, the delays to your own personal projects, the delays to your own personal creativity and creative expressions because of your commitments to work. That was causing you, I guess, confusion in terms of whether or not you still wanted to pursue your dreams. But now you have that clear thinking. You are now sharp and clear in your own personal truth, and that truth will bring a new beginning and a new way of doing things for you, because you have burnt yourself out relentlessly, and you realize that there was no solid foundations being created in that path, and if anything, that was an illusion. Now your ego is ready to allow for itself to be recognized externally in the 3D realm and create balance to itself, because it was almost like, I'm not going to say slave labor, but you were giving so much, it was more than they were paying for. And now that you realize that, you are going to be utilizing your creative expression to bring you the value of what you feel that you deserve. Okay? Now, what is in the subconscious mind for my air tribe? What's in the subconscious mind for my air tribe? Okay. A lot going on in your subconscious, guys. Let's see this now. Wow. Okay, looking at it, it's a 7-card spread, so there's definitely the opportunities here for spiritual victory. This is ultimately what this is going to be for, as far as long term. Now, in your subconscious mind, you've replayed the past that has caused you anxiety over and over again, and it has really stifled your creativity. It's really stifled your creative growth. And in the present moments, what it means is that your ability to manifest was more looked at for what you don't have than what you do have, because you are still living in a place of sorrow, because of the broken homes, because of the, I guess, misalignment of values within the homes that were not being manifested in accordance to what you know that it could be, in accordance to what you know of a solid foundation becoming or being. But I can see that the blocked creativity is now bringing a solid foundation, and that's what Spirit's about to show you, because you're about to have a new beginning with Spirit. At a subconscious level, and that new beginning is going to be you moving beyond your blocked creativity, beyond your stifled growth, from being wounded throughout the process of the work that you've had to do because of the circumstances you've been given. Okay. What is in the conscious mind for my air tribe? What's in the conscious mind for my air tribe, Spirit? As clearly as you can. What is in the conscious mind for my air tribe? As clearly as you can, please, Spirit. What's in the conscious mind for my air tribe? Emotionally insecure, emotionally volatile, emotionally immature, and that's causing a lot of delays. It's causing a lot of disruptions and obstacles because of that tendency to sit and sulk. And now it's more a case of self-protection by challenging the status quo of things. So in the conscious mind, guys, again, this is going to be spiritual victory for you guys. You guys have 7 cards in the subconscious and conscious mind. So for you guys, you will be able to progress from the past circumstances, from the past baggage, from the past, I guess, ways of doing things. You will be able to become a little bit more open. You will be moving beyond your conflicts. You'll be more at a place of conflict resolution as far as the issues of the past. And you'll almost be demanding that you can resolve these issues, because you are no longer wanting to hold these things and have it affect your progress going forward. Right now, you're in that place where your free spirit presently in the moment is being very hasty in its communications by being able to make these demands, because the old you has died. The old you has been evolved throughout the year of retrogrades, and going forward, you will be very much more self-based in terms of your perspective, in terms of how you're giving to people. You will be more one-sided in that. You will be more reserved in terms of how you give to people, and you will be more discerned in how you give to people because of your, I guess, emotional insecurity that's now gotten you to a place where you are living in self-protection mode because it's required. Okay. What is in the attitude of my air tribe? Okay. Attitude for you guys is that you have been stuck in the past for a while, and that stuck in the past energy, you know, that naivety, that unrealistic, you know, presence that you had emotionally, that you felt it, so you went and did some soul searching on it. So well done you, because now you're at the point where you're able to expand on the vision, where you're able to see out into the lands of your options, your choices, your different creative vessels that you can utilize to breed to light something that is beyond just, I guess, limited progress. But there will be delays because of the limited progress. I'll say that much. There will be delays because of the limited progress so far. But as you continue to do the work, it will continue to expand for you. And that's where you're at in terms of your attitude, and you can see that now. What is the atmosphere for my air tribe, Spirit? What is the atmosphere for my air tribe for the Gemini full moon? What is the atmosphere for my air tribe? So the atmosphere for you guys is that there is, let me just get all these cards out for you. There is, or has been in the past, some unrealistic expectations that you were sulking about. It's almost like you wanted people to be able to change the past by sulking on it, and you realize now that they can't change the past and it was unrealistic of you. That's what the atmosphere is calling for you to come to realize, and you'll be getting divine downloads and guidance from your guides about this, guys. I can see that they will be communicating with you, and they'll be utilizing the delays to be able to communicate with you so that you can sit back, because going forward there will be delays in terms of the attitude, the atmosphere, sorry. And this is so that you can reclaim your power in this space, so that you're no longer giving yourself away to situations that are emotionally overwhelming for you because of your limiting perspectives, due to your skepticism. Okay, so what is the outcome? What is the overall outcome for my air tribe? What is the... Okay, so the outcome, guys, is that you will find emotional security. You will find emotional security over the misalignment of values, over the misalignment of broken marriages, due to manipulation of the negative external forces. And now being at the point where you need to listen to the intuition, that intuition is going to bring justice into play, and you are going to have to call upon your strengths in the decisions that you'll be making in terms of the way that you do things, because they will be hasty and they will be, I guess, conflicting initially, but you'll be able to work past it. Okay, my next card will be a message from the universe, so we'll see what the guides have to say on that for you. What is the divine guidance for my air tribe for the Gemini full moon, Spirit? What is the divine guidance for my air tribe? There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. And the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. I am the loving energy of the universe. That is what you need to really tap into throughout the next lunar cycle, as she comes to full blossom after this particular cycle, and maybe set some intentions at the next new moon to assist you with your evolution process of that. Okay, whatever it is that you're currently working on manifesting and bringing to light. Okay, so your divine guidance as far as what's going to be happening in the universe for you is going to be all about the energies of the Arcanian realms. I've got the number 4, so this is all about solid foundations for you. The energies are going to be working towards root chakra activation. But just looking at the cards, just to read back to you what's going on, you now come to realize from your past circumstances that in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. And there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth in that way. And now you're at the place where you realize that when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And going forward, you come to that place of knowing within yourself that the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. And all of that abundance is coming to you by realizing that hope is a conduit for miracles. And when I lean toward love, I am led. And that's what hope can bring. Hope can bring you to what is already there for you, whereas fear takes it away. So focus on that hope. We're going to tap into the energies for you romantically, and then we might just pull an energy card for that to clarify if need be. But what is the divine guidance for my air tribe for the Gemini full moon spirit? Chemistry. Trust the chemistry, guys. Trust the chemistry. What is the guidance for my Gemini? For my air tribe for the Gemini full moon? What is the... Okay. So, there will be separation. But you need to have heart-to-heart conversations about the past circumstances. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other about some of the things that you experienced from each other, because of each other, as well as because of other people, and how that affected your space of creating the kind of romance that you desire for yourselves in your space. And in the present moments, just let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others, because there will be a separation for you guys, because you will need to release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy, and that's what it means to release your ex, to move the fuck on, basically, is what's happening. And in order for that to really happen, you have to clear all of the energies from the past circumstances, all of the energies from what your partner's brought into the space. If you're not currently with someone and you are single, this is a great time for you to just purge the space for yourself, to get some clarity, even just for your own self. I'm actually just going to pull an energy card for you guys quickly to see what the energy is like over your romance for the lunar full moon cycle. So what is the energy for the romance spirit? Okay. There are going to be issues with the caring connections, because there will be focus mainly on the external realms. And one will need to be calling on the Archangel Raphael to assist them with the broken heart, that they'll be healing the mending of the heart chakra, because the ego has now been bruised, because there is a lot less time for a relationship because of all the new developments. And those are the heart-to-heart conversations that will be difficult but necessary to be had at this point, because you guys will be journeying to somewhere beyond what the current circumstances are for yourselves romantically. Okay. It's also an opportunity for you to be able to let that bruised ego see you tap into something where you're able to express your connection with the person, where you're able to release your financial constraints, and focus on the things that really matter, and allow for the finances to find you. What is the energy of the air tribe's romance for the full moon? Financial constraints. That is the thing that has been holding you guys back, but now there's the opportunity for a woman holding a coin to come in. So there may be a female, and again the thinking man. So a lot of you guys, there will be a lot of intuition based energy in your romance that's going to be bringing you a lot of coins. And the way that you're going to be able to manifest it is going to require a lot of thinking. And you're going to have to go into your inner temple to be able to navigate this process cohesively as a team. Otherwise, it can bruise egos. And at this time, the angel of love is what you guys are going to need to be utilizing to call into your space as you create this space of a happy family and a happy home for yourselves going forward. so that you can mend that broken heart. Okay, that was amazing. I think that that's where I will leave it for you guys. Actually, what I'm going to do now is head on to the fire tribe and see what's going on with them. We'll head over to the fire tribe, see how they're going to be getting on for the full moon cycle, and take it from there, guys. Okay, so I'm going to get another incense going. We'll get a frankincense going. We're like 2 down, 2 to go. The energy is like real dense in the space. That's a lot, guys. It's a lot going on at the minute. Oh, that smells beautiful. Get some frankincense going in the space, guys. Okay, so we are up to Fire Tribe to see what's going on for them in this scope of things. Okay, so what is the guidance for the Fire Tribe for the Gemini full moon spirit? What is the guidance? This has to do with overcommitments to work and not enough playtime. You guys are seriously going to be doing work, and in the meantime it means that you're going to be able to avoid issues in terms of your finances being, I guess, restricted, because you are moving beyond your emotional blocks and you're making hasty decisions in order to do so, and that means that there will be an inevitable end to your misalignment of values within the home, to your financial failures basically within the home, because you're going to be moving beyond that. You're going to be moving to a place where you can see a transformation of that circumstances for yourself, a transformation of self-sufficiency. Fire tribe. Right, guys, let's have a look. See, this is going to be about transformation for you guys. This is an opportunity for you to really do some hard work at the transformation, transforming your emotional insecurities and impracticalities, because they were completely off balance. And right now you're learning that, and it's bringing you some opportunities to become more self-sufficient. Where are my fire tribe and what crosses them? Okay, guys, that was quick and easy for you guys. Okay, you guys are like this, on the ball, on the money. Okay, so you guys are at the place where you are contemplating all the synchronistic opportunities that are coming into your path. And it is absolutely overwhelming because it comes with such abundance, and you realize that that comes with so much responsibility. You're having to go here and there and travel to be able to fulfill all your new duties. within your new role, and although your ego feels good about it, it's a lot of work for you. So I can understand being emotionally overwhelmed by the choices, by all of the, I guess, tools and talents of your soul, because the soul searching is what's brought all of these hidden talents to the surface. And because you have been, I guess, unrealistic and slightly naive in the past, it has meant that you were restricted, but now you're becoming more open in your beliefs. It means that you are able to move beyond being overwhelmed to actually just receiving. So that's awesome. Happy for you guys. As far as in your recent past, you guys are just going to be such a quick reading. I love that. In your recent past, you are no longer, well, in your recent past, you've been overcommitted to work to try and attain self-sufficiency. To avoid disasters. That was the whole point. And now you are fully progressing with your plans for moving beyond, I guess, financial failure, to more of a place where you're able to be open and expressive in terms of your hasty communications, to let it be known that, look, like, I'm done with all that. I'm fully done with it, and I'm okay with that. What is in the near future for my fire tribe? For the Gemini full moon, what is in the near future for them? What do you see, Spirit? What is in the near future for my Gemini? Ooh. What is in the near future for my fire tribe for the Gemini full moon? What, Spirit? Show me as clearly as you can. Sorry, guys. Thought this was going to be quick, but clearly we're not doing that. What is in the near future? Okay. We have guidance, guys. We have guidance. Took us a while, but we got there in the end. So there has been blocked creativity that has been harvesting limited progress, that has been harvesting limited growth for us. And going forward, there will be reunions that you guys will be a little bit more open to. Reunions that you guys see now is potentially here to bring you an opportunity to assist you with your manifesting process. It's not all the way where you're able to do this completely on your own, basically, and the reunion is required from what I can see. It's you completing a karmic debt and cycle with, I guess, someone from your past that's going to be cropping up over the next lunar cycle to assist you with completing the final steps of whatever it is that you're manifesting, because I can see it's divine intervention. And there's a lot going on with me. I feel like there's a lot of spirits. I don't want to say that and freak you guys out, but I feel like spirit's really trying to get my attention for some stuff. It's been almost happening for most of the reading, and I've been trying to ignore it. So, but yes, you guys will become open. In your subconscious mind, you guys are now aggressive and demanding in terms of the things that were causing you to be spiritually lost, to be spiritually unaware. That was directly affecting your finances. You're no longer playing around with anything to do with that. You're now becoming a lot more optimistic, I will say that much. And you are able to make hasty decisions because of that, but your hasty decisions will be taken from a place of optimism, not from a place of pessimism. Okay, what's in the conscious mind for my fire tribe? What's in the conscious mind for my fire tribe, Spirit? Okay. partnerships. You guys will be dealing with partnerships and relationships, and consciously it will be sort of bringing more of a unified connection in terms of the choices and decisions that you make. It will be bringing everything into focus, and there will be things that you'll be walking away from because you've learned to become more open to moving beyond the issues that were in your foundational perspective and reflections of yourself, beyond just having your wishes come true, because now you see that it actually caused a lot of financial losses as opposed to all the happiness that you desired from it, because you weren't, I guess, efficient or methodical enough in the approach at getting it done, and now you realize that. Okay, okay, as far as your atmosphere, you are at the point where there is going to be a lot of generosity to you because you're carrying a lot of baggage. And that baggage means that there will be delays because there are things that you still have to continue to walk away from for the sake and purpose of your learning. And the delays will also mean that you'll be able to tap into your raw power once you're able to get past this particular issue in terms of the illusions that are being presented to you. And it's asking you to become more efficient for yourself because you require it. Okay. What is in the atmosphere for my fire tribe spirit? Okay, in the atmosphere, guys, you guys have surrendered to the divine. You guys have given your stuff in, turned your stuff over, and you are now at that place where you sort of see that the things that were making you sad were actually your beliefs. And because of that, going forward, you'll be looking at your beliefs and you will be sort of looking to reflect them more in a positive reflection of yourself. You'll be receiving some good karma for the delays. Basically, that's what the delays brought for you, some good karma in terms of the atmosphere. And the whole purpose of this is for you to surrender your beliefs. In the present trajectory, I see you just standing still while spirit do a lot of the work around you. So just know that all you have to do is be present, and by being present you just need to be still because spirit's already working through you. What is the outcome for my air tribe spirit? Okay, the outcome is that this cycle will bring you emotional security, air tribe. Emotional security over your values, emotional security over your choices and decisions, over the broken homes, over the misalignment of values with your wishes, and your financial failures as a result of the wishes that weren't fulfilled. This will actually see you manifest in a completely different way, in a way where you'll be able to break free from the challenges of the restrictions, in a way where you'll be able to break free from confusion, basically, and you'll be doing work that will be so imperative to your growth. It actually means that you'll be able to really see yourself sit in your emotions and be completely calm and still in it. Okay? So now we are going to take a message from the universe and see what is going on there. Message from the universe, guys. What is the message from the universe for my air tribe, for the Gemini full moon? I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. And I also recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Okay. So in the moments throughout this next lunar cycle, when fear crops up, alchemize it with the presence of love instead. That's why you are going to be required to be still, so you can see that it's fear that you're dealing with. When anxiety crops up, when depression creeps in. There you go. I couldn't have said it any better myself. I choose love no matter what. That is the message for you guys. Let me see if I can get that in. I choose love no matter what. That is what the universe is going to be pushing for you guys to come to a realization on. When I think I surrender more. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Okay? And that's just kind of what it has to be. We will go straight into a romance card for you guys. And then we will look for some angelic guidance. Okay? What is the message for my air tribe for the Gemini full moon spirit? Over their romance. Give your relationship a chance. There is natural chemistry. What? Oh, fire tribe. My bad, guys. What is the spirit knows the intention of what I'm trying to say when I'm doing these things. Don't worry about it. I see it all the time, actually. Because I feel the energy. That's why I get lost in the channeling. But as far as your stuff right now, this is all for the purpose of inner child healing. Children, your love life is being affected by children. So for those of you that have children, this is a part of the circumstances that require serious consideration. For those of you without children, know that this is an opportunity for you to go within to heal your own inner child, to retreat to that space and disconnect from the world, so that you can rekindle a relationship with the chemistry of yourself, so that, you know, the partner you're able to bring into this space will be able to be a light reflection of that for you. For those of you that are in a relationship working at this, you'll be able to get back to the chemistry within the relationship by tapping into your childlike nature, your playful selves. And in order to do that, you'll need to retreat from the outside world, because they will tell you that you need to be an adult, and being a kid is being childish. But there's being childlike and there's being childish. So find the balance between the two, and that is your midheaven. No pun intended. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm just going to pull an angel card and we will leave it there and go to the final reading, which is the water tribe. What is the message for my fire tribe spirit? What is the message for my fire tribe? Okay, you guys, you are ready. You're ready is the message for you guys. You're ready for the recovery that's coming for you. What is the message for my fire tribe spirit? What do they need to know? As clearly as you can. What is my... Okay. Success. That's all you need to know. Success is what's coming for you. Let go and let God work his magic, intentions, and spirit over your being, so that you can tap into the ever abundance that is present for you guys. Just let go so you can receive this abundance. Okay? Right. So we are going to go into the last reading of the night, which is the water tribe reading. So super stoked about this because, yeah, we want to get this all wrapped up hopefully within the next 20 minutes or so. So we'll see how this kind of sets the whole space and tone. Right, so what is the divine guidance for my fellow water tribe for the Gemini full moon? Anxiety, depression. I'm a water tribe. I'm a water baby, guys. I'm a Piscean. This is why. Anxiety over the conflicts to the solid foundation being built. And I get that. Right. What is the divine guidance, Spirit? What is the divine guidance? Free spirit. Free spirit. Conflicts to the free spirit are within these solid foundations, and now there will be a rebirth of that. And that cycle will now end, and there will be completion so that one is able to become recognized. There will be some public recognition, and there will be progress of that free spirit. Okay. Synchronicities is where we are. Synchronicities is where we are in terms of our career, in terms of our, I guess, work relationship, and the way that we are communicating about our work. Synchronicities is where we are at, guys, and this is done through a free spirit, free nature, that has allowed for this alignment, divine downloads, us, you know, being able to receive that guidance and navigating our way through it accordingly. Okay, so what crosses my water babies, Spirit? What crosses my water babies for the Gemini full moon? What crosses my water babies for the Gemini full moon? As clearly as you can, please, Spirit. As clearly as you can. Efficiency. These synchronicities, guys, was really calling for us to be a lot more methodical and efficient in the way that we do things, beyond being so much of a perfectionist. Basically, now we're pretty much charging forward, and moving beyond hopelessness, and moving more into a place where we are demanding beyond the things that seems and appears to be illusions. We are demanding things beyond the negative external forces. We're actually prepared to, I guess, embark on a journey from it, and move away from unrealistic expectations, and more to a place where we're able to achieve that victory that we so desire, even if it's going to come with the baggage of conflict. Okay. What is in the recent past for my water tribe, Spirit? What's in the recent past for my water tribe? In the recent past, we've got a lot of contemplation, a lot of emotional contemplation. And we realized that there were a lot of conflicting things that were, you know, affecting our ability to tap into the abundance that was ever present to us. And that was a part of the issue with us being resistant to the changes. But now we see that there was strength in it, and we are prepared to move and charge forward in terms of how we do things, beyond emotional insecurity and more to a point where we can plan for our future. Okay. What is in the near future for my water tribe, Spirit? What's in the near future for my water tribe? As clearly as you can. What is in the near future for my water tribe? So we'll be charging forward. There will be a lot of very quick communication, in terms of the way that we are able to navigate through this efficiency, through us being methodical. There will be a lot of direct communication, and it will be coming in very fast, very, very fast, because Spirit's at work. We've surrendered, and now because of that, the things that we were having issues with manifesting, it means that we're able to now get to the point where truth and mental clarity will be able to bring us things to be grateful for, because of all the generosities that will be coming in for us. And we're able to move away from the broken homes and really try to find the value within our own choices, and, you know, move away from that skeptical belief into more of a renewed perspective beyond hopelessness. Okay? And in our subconscious mind, guys, we are at a place where we are demanding that the issues of the past that was causing a lot of conflict for us in terms of the way that we did things, we're now at that place where emotionally we're pouring all of that demanding issue, that demanding aggressive way of doing things, we're pouring all of that out and we're filling ourselves up to embark on a new journey that is definitely going to come with its own tensions in terms of communicating, because we are still dealing with issues of misalignment and broken homes, and broken marriages. But at least we're no longer unrealistic about what could potentially happen. We're no longer passive about it. We have connected to the, I guess, clarity that the higher powers were trying to give us in terms of allowing us to see that there is the opportunity for a solid foundation to be provided here beyond just overcommitments to work, and wishes can be fulfilled for abundance. And the emotional insecurities meant that we made hasty decisions, and that's where the conflict is. But we will continue to make those hasty decisions going forward, because we are taking a leap of faith, essentially. Okay? Conscious mind for us, guys. In the conscious mind, we are a little bit confused about the past, but definitely prepared to do something new in the present moment. And going forward, we are anxious again because of that tension that is ever present, and it will be there in terms of the way that we are communicating as well. So definitely do be mindful of that, because there is emotional insecurity because of the hasty decision. So you don't want to burn any bridges throughout the process. Just make sure that you are clear in terms of how you are wanting to navigate these solid foundations that you're trying to create in this space. Okay? And you will be doing a lot of soul searching to get to that place for yourself, ultimately. Right, so clearly this is all for us because the music has gone out. So Spirit wants the undivided attention in the space. What is the attitude for my water tribe? Okay, so the attitude, this is a lot of cards. I can understand why Spirit would be like, okay, let's get undivided attention now. So for us, we have 8 cards in the attitude of the circumstances that we're going to be dealing with for the full moon cycle. And what that means is that in the past, there has been some generosity that could have provided a solid foundation and seen us progress and plan for the future. And now that's sort of cropping up because at the time we had a lot of baggage, and we currently still have a lot of the same baggage, but we've now basically cleared way and we're prepared to move on. Because now there is a rebirth of what the solid foundation is supposed to look like, and we're challenging the belief of that. There is some conflicts going forward because those beliefs are now being transmuted into something else. So naturally, we will be emotionally insecure because this is new grounds, a new territory for us, I guess. But this is also to provide us with the opportunity to really materialize from a place where it is completely us. Basically, it is completely us being able to achieve the victory that we're looking for, achieve the victory that we've been working for, that we've been working towards. And this is ultimately the opportunity for it to come to light. The the atmosphere for us is that the broken homes is where there will be a lot of materializing happening, and there will be a lot of hasty decisions that will cause some tension and conflict from time to time. but all it takes is for you to surrender your ego, basically. Surrender your ego, and that will see a opportunity for you to not feel like you've gotten away with anything, neither the other person. There's just ultimately truth in that space if you're able to sort of do that with the situation, and you'll be able to move beyond hopelessness, and really materialize in that space if you navigate the space tactfully. Okay, what is the hopes and fears for my water tribe spirit? What is the hopes and fears for my water tribe? What's the hopes and fears for my water tribe? As clearly as you can. What is the hopes and fears? Okay, so the hopes and fears, guys, and I get this actually. So the hopes and fear is that, you'll be able to establish yourself. You'll be able to inherit all that you've worked hard for in the past. Because presently you are absolutely burnt out, but being burnt out in the present moments, you'll continue to be burnt out in the present moments because you're going to have to do so much. There's going to be a lot of fire-based I guess, elements around the hopes and fear aspect of the situation. The hopes and fears has a lot to do with all of the work that you will need to be doing, basically, to achieve your victory going forward, to achieve your public recognition, to achieve your self-recognition and establishment. And you will be avoiding disaster. And that hopelessness will be met with reunion. It will be met with, I guess, a team of people that will be able to assist you in navigating into the next part in process of this journey. And the outcome for you guys is that there will be a lot of sorrow. There will be a lot that you will be able to purge. Do make sure that you look at the glass half full as opposed to half empty, because you will be becoming a little bit more open to the new changes that are to come, open to moving beyond financial losses and moving to places where reunions can bring you justice over your hopelessness, justice over your imbalances, and that will basically shift your entire world. Okay, so we are going to have a look at the universal energies over your space, my water babies. What is the divine guidance for my water tribe for the Gemini full moon? Okay, now what I want to sort of outline as far as the energies for the universal guidance. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me towards right-minded thinking and the energy of love. And that's also for the sake of letting you know that I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. And those are the things that will allow for you to be able to align yourself with the energies of the universal, I guess, flows of things. Okay? Let's see. Message for my water tribe spirit. What is the message for my water tribe for the Gemini full moon? What do they need to know for the Gemini full moon? As clearly as you can. Oh, wow. Joy is the ultimate creator. Again, when I lean toward love, I am led. And this card has come up a few times. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So that's all you need to know. Joyful, joyful, Lord, I adore you. Will bring you the opportunity to have so much to be grateful for. You will be able to create in alignment as a co-creator with the creator. Okay, so what is the divine guidance for my water tribe over their romance for this Gemini full moon spirit? love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And flirt with it. Don't take it too serious. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And bear with me, guys. Very soon, you'll be able to decide what you want so that it can come to you. But first, you have to heal the family issues, and that's what's going to be happening throughout the next cycle. And you realize that in order to do that, you have to love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. But really, what's going to be happening over your space romantically is going to be happening very quickly for you guys. Okay, what I want to pull for you, Water Tribe, is a love and light card. And I'll pull a stress card for the overall energies for everybody to utilize for stress relief. What is the message for my water babies, my Water Tribe spirit? Follow the path that's right for you. Use loving strength and discernment. Okay. What is the guidance for my Water Tribe spirit? As clearly as you can. As clearly as you can. What is the guidance for my Water Tribe? Okay. The guidance is that it's time to be adventurous and play. The flowers are springing up. The season of singing birds has come. And the cooing of turtle doves fill the air. Celebrate the beautiful gifts of life. Let the heavens be glad and the earth rejoice. Let the sea and everything in it shout his praise. If you're having difficulties dealing with issues from the past, in order to, I guess, allow for the clarity or mental clarity in the space, the, I guess, recommendation for that is the Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12. And in terms of the present moments, when you want to be able to appreciate the things and show your gratitude by being able to celebrate the beautiful gift of life itself, Psalm 96, verse 11. Just follow the path that's right for you, and God bless those who patiently endure testing and temptation. That's all you need to know, because the gift of love and light, no one lights a lamp and then covers it with a bowl or hides it under a bed. A lamp is placed on a stand where its light can be seen by all who enter the house. Okay, and that is the intention, for God to be able to utilize you as a vessel and utilize that flame within you to express your artistry externally into the world. Okay, guys? I'm going to pull a stress card for all of the different tribes. So what is the divine guidance for stress relief for all 4 tribes for the Gemini full moon spirit? What is the divine guidance for all 4 tribes for the Gemini full moon as far as stress relief? As clearly as you can, please. As clearly as you can. We are open to receiving any and all guidance that is rightfully ours at this time. As clearly as you can. Okay, a lot's popped out. So there's clearly a lot that we'll have to work through. As far as stress, because we're going to be put through the works in order to achieve our freedom, we've got to journey to our favorite place by meditating on issues of the past. And in the present moments, we've got to be present whilst we're meditating on the past to feel what our body's trying to tell us as far as information about, you know, how those issues have affected us. And we have to sort of address how we speak to ourselves in that moment as our body continues to let us know what's wrong with the current pattern in terms of our belief of self. And going forward, what we need to do is give thanks about the things that are good and pay attention to our breathing in the process, because this is what's going to allow us to elevate our consciousness and become a little bit more calm and peaceful. Okay. So guys, that was all of the amazing information. I hope that was good and useful for you guys. We finally come to the end. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I will be time stamping this at some point tomorrow. I have a ton of goodies and content to come for you guys. I will be plugging that over the next few weeks to come. But again, if you guys did like my reading style and technique, definitely get yourself onto my website, www.shakimabrown.com, and book yourself a reading with me. If you'd like a free prayer of manifestation, you can also do that at shakimabrown.com/free. I do a ton of different ways to tap into knowing thyself. I do numerology readings, chart interaction interpretations for couples. Just check out my website, guys. There's so much more on there to give you indications. I do energy work, I do Reiki. I'm now qualified in aroma touch. So there's just so much that you guys can select from, but you've got to go to my website to get to know all of the abundance that I have in store for you guys. So with that being said, definitely be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe down below. Click the notification bell to be able to keep up to know when I am going live, because again, I work with spirit, so whenever the moment takes me, or if I've got a free spare time, I'll be able to just pop in and get it out for you guys. But again, love you guys for doing the work. I am here for any and all of my fellow life living in full evolution warriors that are here fighting for their right to create and fighting for their optimism to love. Okay? Mwah. Enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. Awesome, folks.